that the fast response in emergency situations significantly influences outcomes, the county is proud of its strong relationship with STARS Air Ambulance. In fact, we are honored to be the first municipality in STARS history to have its logo on the STARS helicopters. The financial support we have provided STARS over the past 3 years earned us a place on the STARS tail fin of all their helicopters in Alberta. We are proud of our support for STARS and look forward to a continued strong working partnership. This is only a partial list of the worthwhile endeavors the county supports and funds through tax dollars raised. They contribute and help to maintain the quality of life we all enjoy in our region. Obtaining residents' input on how we're doing is important to County Council and administration. For the first time, earlier this year, a telephone survey was conducted by a national polling company. The purpose of the survey was to find out what the county residents think about the county's performance and a number of factors. I'm happy to say that overall, 96% of the residents rate the quality of life in the county as very good or good. In another question, 93% of residents agreed this is a community with a bright future, and the same number agreed that it's a great community to raise a family. In fact, 85% of residents are satisfied with the overall level and quality of services and programs in the County of Grande Prairie. A communication review done last year recommended a survey be done with residents to gauge their level of satisfaction on a number of key areas. Other recommendations from the communications review are already in place. Our newsletter, County Connections, is now published 3 times a year to enhance communications with our residents. We will host a series of open houses in various divisions throughout the county. Social media sites will be launched soon, and the county's website will be refreshed again this year. All of these initiatives were done with the goal of ensuring important information and communications reach you and that we can hear back from you. We want your ideas and your inputs. Yes, your county has accomplished a lot, and our residents recognize this. But there's always room for improvement and looking for new opportunities. The message we got from our first satisfaction survey is that we're on the right track, doing the right things, but we need to stay vigilant. All of us need to focus on the future and creating the right conditions for the County of Grande Prairie to continue to be a great place to live, work, and play. We recognize that our vast region and geography can present challenges in terms of travel and transportation. I'm pleased to say that the multi-logistics site near 4 Mile Corner, an integrated rail truck container depot project, is close to becoming a reality. Final negotiations are underway with a major tenant, which will ensure its economic viability. For the entire county and beyond, this is a good news story, and we will all benefit. At this time, on behalf of my council members, I'd also like to congratulate Economic Development Officer Walter Paskowski, who chaired the Federal Rail Commission review. We're fortunate to have a person of Walter's experience and ability living and working in our region. For our county, looking ahead and mapping out the future is critical if we're going to continue to attract people like Walter. Council recognizes there are things the local government and all of us can do to influence and help shape our region's destiny. That's where the county's 3-day strategic planning session comes in. The county held a strategic planning session where we identified our long-range plans for the next 3 years. But in reality, we look far beyond that time frame. Our strategic planning is an annual event and gives county administration high-level direction and guidance as it moves forward. Time doesn't permit me to go through a great deal of detail, but a few important points. We came up with 5 strategic themes or pathways that will really guide our overall strategic direction for the coming years. Number 1, thinking regionally. Providing quality municipal services and infrastructure. Encouraging community development across our region. Managing economic development across the county. Promoting environmental stewardship. Our vision statement is the County of Grande Prairie number 1 focuses on people, their quality of life, and diversity of opportunity while enabling success through cooperation and progressive leadership. What stands out from the strategic themes and the county's vision is they all talk about quality of life. For the county, quality of life means The County of Grande Prairie provides a wide range of high-quality municipal services and programs to meet priority needs of the residents. County tax rates are reasonable, affordable, and kept as low as possible. Our residents see the county as an ideal place to live, raise a family, work, and operate or start a business. The county is diligent in managing its resources in the most efficient and effective manner possible. Quality of life figures prominently in all the decisions and actions taken by the County of Grande Prairie. It's the reason why for several years we put money away to save for major projects such as the county sportsplex, a major undertaking scheduled to open the fall of 2012. Located on a 42-acre property about a mile west of the county administration building, the sportsplex will have twin ice arenas and an indoor soccer pitch designed for major tournaments and world-class competitions. A variety of outdoor sports fields will also be located on the site. Another outstanding project that will further enhance the quality of life in our region is the Beaver Lodge West County Pool. Here, people from the county, town of Beaver Lodge, and surrounding communities can come and enjoy different recreational programs suited for people of all ages. The county matched the town of Beaver Lodge commitment of $5 million over 2 years, starting in 2010, for this recreational facility. The Build a Dream Committee launched a fundraising campaign for the Beaver Lodge West County Pool in May 2010 to raise the additional $1 million still needed. At this time, I'd like to acknowledge the talents of the Beaver Lodge Mayor, Leona Hansen, who put in quite a show singing at a recent fundraiser. Now, that's what you call dedication to your community. Throughout the committee's fundraising efforts, the business, corporate, and private donations and sponsorships, the campaign has already passed the halfway mark with almost $570,000 raised to date. Everyone who has given to the Beaver Lodge West County Pool deserves our thanks. You can join the town of Beaver Lodge in County of Grande Prairie and the Build a Dream Committee in celebrating this success on May 7th at the Beaver Lodge Arena. The pool is planned to open in May of 2012. Work is also progressing on the recently renamed Philip J. Currie Dinosaur Museum, formerly known as the River of Death and Discovery Museum. The three levels of government, federal, provincial, and municipal, have contributed funding to build a world-class dinosaur museum in the town of Wembley. In 2009-10, the county contributed almost $1.7 million towards this project. My thanks to Wayne Drysdale, funding from the Alberta government to the project's capital program of $3.6 million, and MP Chris Workington for a federal grant of $540,000. We're also very fortunate to have the Honourable Donald Ethel, Lieutenant Governor of Alberta, and her Honour, Mrs. Linda Ethel, attended a ceremony March 17th to celebrate the completion of Phase 1, the access road and bridges to the fossil-rich bone bed that inspired the museum's concept. A big thanks needs to go out to the staff and many of the volunteers who have taken on this project, which will diversify our economy and become a major tourist attraction. I'd also like to thank or put in a word for the Dinosaur Ball to be held on July 23rd. For the first time ever, our region will host some of the biggest names in show business: Dan Aykroyd and his family, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Lorne Michaels, and the Canadian Tenors. York County continues to enhance our parks and recreational facilities across our region. Similar to the previous years, we see a steady increase in the number of people using our parks and facilities, with the majority of them coming from the city of Grande Prairie. At this year's capital budget, we have designated $655,000 for building a loop in the Wapiti Dunes Trail system that will eventually link with Muskogee Park. The county also plans to invest $320,000 in new playground equipment for the Pipestone Park that will build on the dinosaurs theme. We recently announced $1 million to support capital projects within the region for nonprofit organizations that own and or operate the many recreational and cultural activities in our different communities. Another $173,000 in recreational and culture grants, going out to 51 nonprofit organizations and volunteer groups throughout our region. Just recently, the county's recreational manager presented to council the capital asset inventory, an assessment of the condition of major capital items within arenas located in Wembley, Beaver Lodge, Hythe, La Glace, Sexsmith, and Claremont. This inventory means that we can take a proactive approach in planning for the future funding requests related to the arena development. In our region, we need to ensure programs and services exist for our different populational groups, understanding that we want the County of Grande Prairie to be the home for people of all ages and abilities. Last year, we distributed more than $56,000 in transportation assistance grants for seniors and disabled groups. These grants help them with transportation and other associated costs such as repairs, insurance, and gasoline. The Claremont Youth Program continues to operate and deliver youth programming in the hamlet. Plans are for the program to operate one evening a week and 2 afternoons a week through the summer months. And I'd also like to recognize at this time another county employee, Trudy Hodges, County FCSS programmer who received the Employee of the Year award from the Beaver Lodge Chamber of Commerce.